I hope that you guys have been having an awesome year so far. I hope that you have been able to find things that are productive and working for you. And I took a little break because I am conceptualizing some video ideas as well as looking at some different types of recipes and things that I wanted to try, but trying to put like a little healthy spin on it. I have also been just working on a couple of different aspects of my business, and I wanted to come today and just kind of chit chat with you. Not about anything in particular, but just kind of catch up with you, see what you all have been up to, see if you have any requests for me. Also wanted to check and see if you all had any questions for me. I will let you know that one of the updates that I have for you is that I was able to kind of brainstorm and come up with a business concept that will incorporate my coaching, but it's not going to be on the scale that I originally wanted to do it. So just to kind of give you a little backstory with my business, I have always been a small business consultant, both in the nonprofit and the for-profit sector. I kind of got away from some of that, so I have like a little brushing up to do on some of the legal requirements, some of the business not layout. So it's like you have structures. That's the word I'm looking for. Different business structures and things like that. And I realized that when I was talking to my financial advisor, she handles all of my tax information, but she also does placement for like if you need contract help, and she has notary services, and she also does small business consulting. She helps with businesses who are like mine, who are sole proprietors who are trying to transition into LLC. She has a huge amount of knowledge. She's been in this industry for a really long time. So she and I had a conversation right before I left on my vacation to the Virgin Islands. And I was supposed to be getting with her because of the transitioning to the LLC. I have not done that yet because I have some other things that I want to take care of. But that is the direction that I'm going. And with all of that being said, even though I am a consultant, you can have, say for example, individuals who are in the same industry, but you have different levels of knowledge and you have different skill sets. Her skill set is way more advanced than mine is, not because I don't have the ability to be where she is, but because I work a full-time job and my focus is somewhere else right now. So when I begin to kind of shift my focus a little bit to try to grow after I make the transition, to try to grow my business the way that I wanted to, then of course my availability as well as my level of dedication to growing my brand is going to look a lot different. With all of that being said, and so my business, TH Green and Company, again, we do consulting. I also deal with like technical type consulting, individuals who are trying to automate their businesses. I also deal with helping individuals who are trying to transition careers. I've worked with clients who are like, I had one client who was strictly clinical who wanted to transition into administrative type work. So there's a lot of things. It falls under the consulting umbrella, but the services are different based on what the needs are. And I wanted to try to use those skills, those services, that information to pair with my coaching program, in addition to being a health and wellness advocate, which I don't promote highly right now, but I am still a health and wellness advocate. And what does that mean? It means that because of the journey that I have been on, dealing with health struggles and challenges and things like that, I always talk about trying to live your life without feeling like you're compromising too much, but making healthy decisions, pairing yourself with individuals and programs who can help you be on a health journey, excuse me, be on a health journey, but not feeling like you're suffering. Because that's what a lot of people deal with, you know, when you are told by your doctor that you're hypertensive, you're diabetic, whatever your situation is, and you have to change how you eat, you have to exercise, you have to do this, that, and the other. It kind of feels like a punishment to some people. And so my mindset has always been trying to help people see the other side of that, how you can still transition to where you need to be without it feeling like it's such a horrible thing that has happened to you. And so with all of that, that's another area of consulting. You know, I help people because I was plant-based for about 6-7 years. And so the knowledge that I've gained, I just share this information with people who have a need, you know, dealing with the emotional side of things, dealing with the mental side of things. It's not always about nutrition. So being a health and wellness advocate, you know, we're looking at finances, we're looking at fitness, nutrition, mental health, medical health, spiritual health and well-being. And that is one of the reasons why I took this journey of working with my wellness coach, because she didn't just tap into my nutrition. She didn't just tap into, you know, exercising and things like that. We dealt a lot with meditation. We dealt with a lot with centering, and really understanding who you are from the inside out, dealing with your central nervous system and how your central nervous system is connected to things that you inherited genetically, that makes you predisposed mentally to behave in a certain way, to feel in a certain way, to think in a certain way. And so I learned a lot about myself on that 16-week journey, and it has helped me to really look at how I want my life to be, as well as the way I want to conduct business, but also wanting the things that I desire for myself. And I do realize that it's going to take me a little while to get where I need to be, because I want to put myself in a position where when time comes for me to retire, or no longer working for someone else, that I am able to sustain my lifestyle working for myself, because I want to be physically able to enjoy my life when I decide to retire. I don't want to retire because I just can't work anymore. That's not the kind of life I want to live with myself. That's not the kind of life I want for myself, or I want for my husband. I want us to be not just young enough, but also financially fit, so that we can travel and we can learn things and we can do things. And so all of that is possible if you start early enough, even if you're a late bloomer like we are. But we still have time, you know, God willing, we're still here day to day, and we just have to think about the things that we want to do. And we have to wake up every morning with the mindset that we are going to prepare ourselves to do the best that we can to get closer to that goal. And so with all of that being said, I won't be able to do the coaching the way that, like, as a standalone service, but I decided that why break from what has been working for me? Why break from the thing that has been able to sustain my business the way that it has so far? I can just incorporate some of the coaching aspects to my current business, and it will help me to feel like I'm doing both. And I feel like I really would be doing both, because there are different concepts. Coaching and consulting are different concepts. So anyway, that's something that I recently was working on. I do enjoy cooking, and I'm trying to find more opportunities to cook. I know a lot of people's like, okay, you got to eat every day, so wouldn't you need to cook every day? Not in my house. That's not the way that it works. And I've kind of touched on this before about how I struggle with knowing what to purchase, how much to purchase, and things like that to eliminate waste. Because our palates, our schedules, our temperaments, and things that go into deciding what we put in our bodies every day, it changes. It can change week to week, or it can change day to day. It just depends. There was an entire week that I went, and I really didn't know what was going on, but I woke up, and emotionally, mentally, physically, I was drained. I got up, I did what I was supposed to do as far as, you know, my work duties and stuff like that. When my work day ended, I just did not feel like doing anything except climbing in my bed and just laying there. I was on social media some days. Some days I just lay there and looked at the TV, and my husband would say, well, did you want to watch anything? And I'm like, no, I just want to lay here with you. And so it was just, I don't think it was depression. I just think that my body was saying that I needed to sit down for a while. So that's kind of where I was. And then as far as what we ate, we actually, ordered food. I did not cook that entire week, and so that was one of the reasons why you didn't get any videos, because there was nothing to share. So I mean, I know you don't want to see me laying up in the bed doing nothing, so there was no point in me trying to record or anything like that, because outside of working, I just really wasn't doing anything except resting. So again, so that's kind of the transition I want to start trying, because one of the things that I introduced to you all already is the idea of getting your recipes from ChatGPT. Trying to show people that ChatGPT is nothing to be intimidated by. It is technology, it is AI, it is the wave of the future. And so a lot of people that I know use ChatGPT for writing assistance and doing homework and research and stuff like that. But my thought behind that was, what all can chat GPT can be, what all can it be used for? If you're able to use it for research, why you can't research recipes? Why can't you research, pairing together certain ingredients to come up with something to cook? And so that's kind of where that concept was born from. And so I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to do, it's kind of a what's in my refrigerator concept, and then okay, or what's in my pantry concept, and then okay, well, what can I do with these things? And so we're asking Chat GPT to come up with the recipes based on the ingredients that are in our pantry and in our refrigerator. And I think that that's an awesome thing to do, because I also believe that AI will give you such a broad range of types of meals. So whether it's from different cultures, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I think there's so much that you can learn based on the information that you put in there. And one thing that I've learned about Chat GPT is that the more I use it, the more it is thinking the way that I think. So it's going based on the questions that I'm asking, the requests that I'm making, and eventually you'll start to notice a pattern, which is a good thing, because you wanted to learn your behaviors and you wanted to learn who you are, so that it can spit out results that actually feed into who you are, and you don't have to keep asking it questions to try to narrow down what you're looking for. So anyway, as you can see, I have my diffuser going. So yes, I'm still doing my aromatherapy, which is something that I am going to continue doing. I have some beads that I brought back from the Virgin Islands, and I've been wearing those. I want to sage my home. I really don't know how to sage my home. I've watched some videos, but they're still not 100% clear as to, I know why you do it, but it's like the process. There's a couple things I still have to get before I even do it anyway. Some people think it's witchcraft. It's up to you. That's your business, and this is mine. And I just really want to clear my home of any negative energy, because I do believe that spaces and people hold certain types of energy. I'm a positive person. Sometimes I can be a little high strung and a little tightly wound, but I'm not a mean, vicious, vindictive person. I love peaceful environments and things like that. And there's nothing going on in my house that makes me feel like I need to sage it. I just want to, because I've never done it. And also as a proactive measure to continue to live in peace and harmony. So again, these are things I'm learning about myself, and I'm really enjoying the discovery. And so the other thing I wanted to bring up, because this popped up on my timeline and it also popped up in my email, that there are all kinds of recalls going on. Initially, I was seeing recalls that were specifically food-based, like coming from the FDA and stuff like that. But lately I've been seeing recalls that are dealing with technology. And so I have it's a charging bank that I've had for years, and for some reason it's not holding the charge anymore. It takes a really, really long time for it to like recharge. If it does charge up and I use it, it doesn't hold the charge for very long. So I've since bought a couple of other charging banks, and I don't really use it anyway. but it popped up on my timeline and in my email because I bought it through Amazon. And so when I put in the serial number, it said that my batch was fine to continue using, but you had to put the information in, because if you have the brand and if you have the model, the serial number is going to tell them whether your charging bank is part of the batch that was affected. So basically what was happening was the charging bank was overheating and catching on fire. So I just want to encourage y'all that when you see these different recalls and stuff that are coming out, if you have these products, please discontinue using them and contact the necessary entities that you need to either get a refund or a replacement or whatever you have to do. And one of the reasons that I'm saying this is because ain't nobody got time for their house to be catching on fire, or landing in the hospital because now you got food poisoning or different things like that. In our society, we are so eager and anxious to do things right away and right now, and sometimes we don't take the time to slow down and actually pay attention to the things that people are saying to us. And this is, it includes the media. Of course, you can't believe every single thing that you read and you hear, but those things that are relevant to us living our lives day in and day out, what we're putting in our bodies, what we are exposed to and spending time with, not everything is perfect, and you want to make sure that you are doing everything that you can and taking every possible measure for you to be safe. Okay. And so again, yeah, another thing is, I want to make sure that I mention, I am going to be doing some live streams. One of the other aspects of my business is helping other business gain visibility. You can be a big business and people already know who you are anyway, but my theory and my belief is that your business continues to grow and thrive through word of mouth when your customers are happy and they have good things to say about you. And so one of the things that I do on my website, because I do have a website, I have a page where I support and promote businesses, that especially small businesses that I have done business with in the past, or the people I know, and I know that they are genuine business owners who are trying to provide quality services to their customers. And so I'm going to be going live. I know for a fact it'll be 2 times a month. I don't know if it'll eventually be like every week or a couple times a week. I don't have a plan yet. This is something I'm conceptualizing right now, so I don't know. But the purpose of it is to promote individuals who have their business, who's trying to either get their business started, who are trying to get more visibility so they can increase their customer base, increase their revenue, businesses who are just awesome, the business owners who are awesome and they are really on their grind and they are doing what they can to just be a responsible business owner. I want to highlight these businesses, and one of the first business owners that I am going to highlight is going to be my mother. My mother has always had her boutique. She has an online boutique called Buchanan Ladies and Menswear, but she has also recently become a Mary Kay consultant. So in honor of my mother and as a way to pay homage to my mom and to jumpstart this promoting business live stream, I'm going to be doing giveaways of Mary Kay gift cards and products and different things like that. And so I have to come up with a way to execute that, to know how you can become a winner and things like that. I am going to restrict it to if you win and you have to be in the live stream in order to receive the prize. So I think that's only fair, because I think sometimes what happens is you do these giveaways and stuff and people join the live and then at some point you don't see them again, and now you're chasing them down to try to give them something for free. So my thought is, whoever the winner is, once the giveaway happens, if you are not in the live stream, then we move on to the next person and give somebody else a chance to win. So I want you to stay tuned because I don't exactly have a date. I do have a Facebook group for my coaching program, which I have turned into a group for business women, and I'm restricting it to women, no particular age. So be on if you're connected with me through Facebook, be on the lookout for me to send you an invitation. If you don't have a business, I'm still inviting you because I want you to connect with women who do have businesses so that you can help patronize their business and help their business grow, customer base and financially. So anyway, that's just a quick update. I just wanted to come and just talk to you about what's been going on. Be on the lookout for the live stream. I'm gonna go live on, I don't know if I'm gonna do Facebook or not. I've never done a live on Facebook, but it's not to say that I won't. I also know that there's an opportunity for me to go live inside my group. So if you're a part of the group, if you are being invited to join the group, I would encourage you to do so, because there's going to be opportunities for free sessions with me. And if you have life goals, or you have something that you are trying to work on, whether it's financial planning, whether it's planning a vacation, whether it's changing careers, whether it's learning something technical, because I am a tech head, so I know a lot about software and technology, whether it is nutrition, whether it is meditation or mindset. There are so many different areas that I can help you. And so there are going to be sessions that I'm going to be giving away for free inside the group as well. So I'm very excited to bring this to you and let you know what's going on. So I just wanted to come by and say hey. So I will catch up with you guys on the next video. But y'all know, and this is in my outro, and I'm going to say it because I haven't said it in a while, make sure that you love yourself and love somebody else. And until next time, y'all take care. Bye. If you're not already a member of the Fetch fam, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download that app, scan my QR code, and get to scanning those receipts. You might as well take advantage of it. You're already spending the money. The receipts translates into points, the points translates into cash, and you can redeem that cash via store card or cash card, or you can donate to charity. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but you know we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.